Hey guys, we are here to wrap up day 2 of Comikaze with one of our Under the Cons, where we go underneath the hood of the convention and talk about what we're seeing and kind of how it's working, what's going on. So Saturday, obviously the biggest day for convention, and so for Comikaze is no different than that. Huge crowds came into the place and things were moving really well. They have large aisleways this year, and then the registration process, they've adopted something more close to like what San Diego Comic-Con does or what CCI uses at WonderCon, where they're really processing people and getting them in quick. So despite the place being packed and huge, it really didn't feel bad. And a big part of that, I think, is also how the crowds are dispersing, is they're using up a lot of the convention center. So if you go to the gaming area, it's packed and there's all kinds of people there that aren't even necessarily coming over to other parts for big portions of the day. Upstairs in the panel rooms, what we're finding is that a lot of the fan-led panels are doing really well. All the different pop culture things. It really is truly a pop culture show. Some of the comic panels, not quite as much. And so I think that's a thing that we have seen across the board, is just kind of like coming into the show. It is truly a pop culture convention. And so lots of cool things with Hollywood tie-ins of movies and TV shows and all kinds of fun stuff there. Cosplay was huge, and again, that was something coming into the show. We knew it was going to be a good cosplay show, but I really felt like it's kind of right there with San Diego Comic-Con in what we saw. And so, I mean, it was just like, it seemed like more than half the people there were dressed up to varying levels, but there's also a lot of high quality, great costumes. And that front area, similar to what they do with Anime Expo out there, where it kind of just becomes this whole, photo shoot out there. There's just all kinds of pose scenes and lots of awesome stuff. So check out our site to see some of those things. A few things just to kind of pick up. One thing from reports from friends that we have that are new comic vendors is new comics seem to be doing well, and so just two that we picked up that we needed to, but the idea that the new comic vendors seem to be doing well. Some of the older, more vintagey comic dealers, we found some good stuff, picked up some, take care of some holes in our Avengers run and things like that, some nice dollar books and things like that. Not as many of the vintage dealers there, and not seeming to move quite as fast, but definitely they're present in kind of their comic area. Found lots of good finds day 1 and day 2 just in toys, both on the vintage and on the new end, so it's been kind of cool to see. There aren't a ton of shows out there that are good in the vintage area, and so whether it's He-Man, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Transformers, a lot of cool 60s, 70s, 80s things, which obviously the toy hunter himself, Jordan Hembro's there, so he picked up a shirt for his company, Hollywood Heroes, and they're filming for the Travel Channel, so keep an eye on the Travel Channel for a Toy Hunter episode that's Comikaze based, and he's got all kinds of amazing cool stuff there. But so yeah, it's nice to see the vintage stuff out there, because I think it's been since Stockton Con that we've really seen much of that. And then I forgot to talk about this, I think, really yesterday on our wrap up, but just an awesome vintagey Mars Attacks Stan Lee card that is free at the Topps booth. So they have the print for $20, but you can also just get the card for free, and so that's awesome. Again, just like with day 1, we talked about the arrangements they have with Topps, Funko, Mattel. They had a great Mattel panel today where they gave some reveals that were exclusive to Comikaze and talked about Stan Lee and POW Entertainment being having some deal with Mattel. We're going to see some figures online. Really cool relationships Comikaze's built, and these are things that are very unique, that they're not run-of-the-mill, they're not just traveling convention exclusives or things like that. These are things specifically for Stan Lee Comikaze. Huge kudos to them for that. So awesome second day of the show. We've got 9 hours more on Sunday. Looking forward to it. Looks like this will be another show where we're on the floor outside of quick dinner and lunch breaks and things like that every hour of the show. So can't wait for Sunday. Until then, we'll see you in line somewhere.